Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Oracle Tarot, and this is Scorpio's mid-month soul path check-in for mid-December to the end of December 2022. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments below the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I also would like to remind everybody to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs, for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the beginning of the month readings that I offer here. You can also check out the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Scorpio's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you see within your mind's eye. You might hear a word or song lyrics. You may smell something that reminds you of something, or a strong emotion may bubble up, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading, as we are not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy, and so your energy is very much a part of this reading, and in a lot of ways it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. And at the bottom, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So either at the first half of December, definitely by the mid-November, you have been going through, or you are going through, certain rite of passage, as you are letting go of baggage from the past, and you are in this process of transition. You're making this transition in one or more areas of your life, perhaps in most areas of your life here. And this card is highlighting the importance of really letting go of these burdens. And this will make this rite of passage much smoother, as this this boat ride across this river would be a lot easier if they could toss over a majority of these swords. Maybe you keep one, but getting rid of these attachments that really are not serving a purpose and could potentially harm you, as a wave could roll by and rock this boat, and all of these swords would fall onto the people on the boat, hurting everyone. So there is an importance in letting go of the baggage that you may have, so that you can make this rite of passage, because you are headed towards the 10 of Pentacles here. So you're headed towards wealth, and long-term success, generational wealth. And this is feeling mostly in a monetary sense, but this is also spiritual wealth as well. But it does appear that there is some financial up-leveling taking place. And then we have the Seven of Cups here. So part of these baggages of the past are illusionary in their nature. There is a sense that you should keep these things, or maybe further down the line you can utilize these things, but the Spirit is saying that that is part of the illusion of that, and that it would be best to let go of these, because not everything in these cups, just like not all of these swords, are going to benefit you or even be good for you. So there is that. You also are going to have a lot of opportunities, and one of these opportunities is definitely yielding this Ten of Cups energy, but not all of the cups are, or options that you're going to have available to you, are going to be in your best interest. So definitely using your intuition, seeking guidance from the divine, your spirit guides, whatever your path is, whatever your verbiage is for that, seeking this inner guidance on which option is going to be the most fruitful here. And at the bottom, we have the Knight of Pentacles here. I almost said Knight of Wands, so there might be some of that in there, but Knight of Pentacles. So there is some shadow work necessary, and part of that is this baggage and seeing the flimsiness of some of these other options here. And it's almost like these options are kind of they're bidding for your attention, but most of them are bidding for the attention of, let's say, an old version of yourself. And there's a part of you that wants these things, but there is another part of you, you could say the updated version of yourself, knows that those are not really something that you want or is going to be fruitful here. So really doing this introspective shadow work is going to be important here. Now, this is saying that your wealth in this rite of passage is going to feel, that doesn't mean it will be, but this is going to feel a little slower than you would actually want. Almost, it feels slow to an uncomfortable level, but the Knight of Pentacles always makes it to its destination here. So even though it is slow moving, it is making it to its destination. It does appear that the destination is the Ten of Pentacles here. So there is that. This is also talking about the importance of whatever your practice is, really putting in the hard work, making your spiritual practice, whatever that may be, really sticking to that routine, because it is helping you, and it is going to continue to help you. So definitely be about your practice, whatever that is. All right. This is the Scrying Eye Oracle deck. We'll split the deck and get 3 cards and a bottom card from the top split, and then we'll do the same with the bottom split. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 3 cards, please. A little tricky there. 3 cards, please. Three cards, please. Thank you. So we have the Man of Water. Now, these are not gender specific. This is talking about the masculine aspect of emotion with the water here. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all have masculine and feminine aspects or principles about us. So that is what this card is indicating here. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. All right, we have mediumship. Thank you. And sunrise. So there is a theme coming out in these readings for this mid-month of a new day dawning, a new chapter, new beginning, out with the old. And so that seems to be the overall theme here. So we have man of the water, mediumship, sunrise, and insight here. So we'll start with the man of the water. So this is talking about a masculine kind of energy concerning emotion and being or feeling emotionally abundant here. So definitely as you make this transition here and you find yourself approaching this 10 of Pentacles, you're definitely feeling emotionally abundant. You're also moving forward with this open-hearted energy and finding monetary wealth, but also wealth with love. Now, that doesn't always mean romance, but wealth in love. And also wealth doesn't always mean monetary wealth. This wealth and riches are 2 different things. Wealth is a feeling. Riches are what you put in your pocket. So you are feeling wealthy in love, and you're ready for these new experiences, this new chapter that is upon you to begin. And it does appear that if you can let go of these burdens or these attachments, that this rite of passage becomes quite easy for you. So definitely show yourself the proper compassion and if you can, release these things, because it will have you feeling very content here. And basically this rite of passage is helping you, what I always say about this card is polish the gemstone of your heart, like a gemstone in the tide or current gets polished over time. This is what this rite of passage is doing for you. And then we have mediumship. So you are definitely receiving some powerful communication from the spirits. Now that's going to mean a little bit something different to everybody depending on your current level of engagement. But either way, it's going to feel very powerful, impactful, and vivid. Vivid is definitely the word that is being shown to me. Excuse me. So you are allowing, in a lot of ways, the spirit to move through you to make this rite of passage. You're also allowing the spirit to guide your actions and motives as you move forward. And you are, by engaging with the spirits in this way, you are learning a lot about the astral, the spirit, your own level of divinity. And you are really becoming a creative collaborator with the spirit, the divine, the universe, however you word this, whatever your path is. You may be receiving some prophetic visions or dreams, so do keep a dream journal, keep a meditation journal, keep a pocket journal, journal. And really letting go of these burdens is really going to be healing for you, which appears to be pretty important in the flow of things. Now, again, this is your choice. Now, provided you take the steps, this is what the Spirit is saying is a potential here. So this is also speaking of you may feel at this time very inspired to, like I said, journal, write, You may be writing poetry, drawing. You may be doing automatic spoken poetry at this time. Now, that's going to speak to somebody, and I'm not sure how that will play out. So you might want to keep a little voice recorder or record these things on your phone here. But the spirit is definitely coming in strong for you. And with the sunrise, like I said, this new day is dawning on you. This is a new day for you, new chapter, like most of the signs. This is this new chapter period, it would appear. And this is, you're really going to find a lot of success here. This is kind of like when you step into this Ten of Pentacles. This is this like victory. When you make this passage over this metaphorical river of emotion, you are feeling victorious about it, and so you should. And on the other side here in this Ten of Pentacles, you're feeling a lot of warmth, like when those first rays of a summer sunrise hit you after a cold night. You're feeling this kind of warmth here. And things that were once hidden from you, some of these illusions, the truth of these things are definitely being revealed to you. There is a certain level of enlightenment or illumination, especially with the mediumship card here. And this really marks the end of a dark night, a dark period, and the beginning of the new here. So you are headed towards this new. And again, with this illumination, enlightenment, we have this card, insight. So there is a certain level of awakening, and I feel like the awakening is to these illusions, or awakening from this dark night into this new day. But there's definitely something that's being realized, and it's a little unclear as of yet, and we'll probably get a little bit more. But there's definitely a revelation that's kind of sparking here. You're definitely heeding the inner call and feeling a heightened level of renewal as you step into this new. And when you step into this new, you're really reflecting back on how far you have actually come, because I feel like you have come a long way to get here. And when you're in this kind of exuberant energy, do expect new ideas to bubble to the top. Definitely write these down. Breakthroughs in a lot of different areas of your inner landscape here, and finding more mental clarity. You may also, especially with the mediumship card, you may be receiving what they call downloads. I'm not a big fan of that term, but it does serve its purpose. So you will be receiving these kind of chunks of information that are just going to kind of be known to you. You're again, breakthroughs. And because of this, you're really going to find new ways of thinking. So this is a new day in a lot of different ways for you. All right, we'll get the bottom half here. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 3 cards, please. All right, we have the ancient one. Whoa. It wanted to. Okay, there we go. All right. right. So we have the Ancient One invoking darkness, the Hermit, and the astral body expansion. So with the Ancient One, so in part this has to do with this mediumship. And I feel like you may have a few different, what you could say, energies, spirits, entities, this type of thing, interacting with you in this way. But you are, because of that, receiving this timeless wisdom here, a timeless wisdom of yourself, of the reality of God, these types of things. But you're getting this wisdom, like I said, of the mundane sphere and the spiritual sphere. So again, with these downloads, excuse me. But these spirits that are coming in, and this is part of your spirit team, are definitely imparting a lot of knowledge to you, because these spirits are essentially, at least this energy is a guardian of hidden mysteries, these treasures of the spirit here. So this knowledge and wisdom is definitely giving you the power or the ability of being free in your thought, this independent kind of thinker type of thing, but also this freedom of your actions here. This can also speak of ancient books, stories, manuscripts, so you may be definitely taking in some knowledge that way. You may also be writing some things that ring true with these ancient manuscripts to a certain extent. And then we have invoking the darkness. So this is another one of these energies that is interacting with you. And I feel like this is, in part, an older energy for you, perhaps. And I feel like what I want to say is from years ago. So that's going to ring true for some of you here, where in the past you may have been using darker energies and really finding benefit in that. Now, we all have light and dark aspects to ourselves, and it's really about finding a balance between these two, what would appear to be opposing forces, and using them together. But it does appear that this energy is still around, and you are still, even if you are unaware of it, harnessing this energy to a certain extent. So you are still drawing power from this. This speaks of perhaps something that was summoned, perhaps either ritual or trauma. Now, this also speaks of binding the darkness. So with this ancient wisdom, you have found a way to bind this. So it's not torturing you, perhaps like it may have done in the past. So this is another energy that is coming in, and it does appear that it is working on your behalf. And then we have the Hermit card. So this reads like a traditional Hermit card. So you are taking time to do this introspective work. Meditation is really going to be important. I would say just across the board, no matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing in life, meditation can always be a benefit to you. But you are doing this inner soul searching and uncovering these mysteries in this time by yourself, because it does appear that you are spending, it doesn't appear like it's too much time alone, but you are definitely nurturing and cultivating this alone time. It appears to be kind of this renewal time for you. And then at the bottom, have astral body expanse. So you are expanding in spiritual ways. You're experiencing a certain spiritual up level with these things. Now, it does appear that this is all riding on the fact that you let go of these burdens and attachments of the past. You may feel a heightening or a quickening in your psychic or intuitive abilities. This also speaks of lucid dreaming, so do keep a dream journal. Pay attention to the imagery and the themes in your dreams. Not to rhyme, but the themes of your dreams will be quite important. You may be in your practice astral traveling or experiencing some out-of-body phenomenon or experiences, but you are extending yourself beyond the physical body throughout time and space to one extent or another. You're definitely starting to identify more with this soul perspective than the physical body perspective. And your true colors are really beginning to shine. And I feel like it really is more when you reach this 10 of Pentacles and this new day has dawned, that your true colors can really shine in the way that the divine has intended for you. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 2 or 3 cards, please. All right, this came out interesting. All right. So we have the moon. So definitely your intuition, your psychic abilities are on a high right now. So do trust those hits when they come in. A lot of times we second guess these things because we're trained to through our society and think more rationally. But you are receiving a lot of information now. So do trust what you're receiving, as this person's crown is open, their third eye is open. So you may be receiving these messages visually, perhaps in meditation, or utilizing sacred sacraments to do that. Also pay close attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this can help give you a good idea about the timing of things, and you can also utilize these planetary energies and moon cycles to your benefit. So that definitely is at play here. And then we have I am. And this is a person, what comes to mind is standing in their divinity. is the phrasing. Now, I don't know if this picture really depicts that necessarily, but and realizing there's a truth about yourself that you're realizing, and it is the fact that you are. And it's like when Jesus says, "I am that I am." Jesus is not saying it as dry as that, I believe. Jesus is saying, "I am that I am." Or "I am that I am." But you are realizing that you are the same I am. And really everything that has consciousness and that can speak or verbalize thought has this awareness that I am. And this I am is one. It's not separate I ams. Really, our experience of reality is consciousness having the experience of itself in many different forms, but it is one consciousness. But your energy is definitely in flow here. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is the inner climate like, inner landscape like for Scorpios on their soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 2 or 3 cards, please. Thank you. The dragonfly, one more. All right. I'll get that up off the ground. All right, thank you. So we have dragonfly. So the first word, magic. So there's definitely some magic at play here. Whether it is conscious or unconscious, there is some wielding of magic here. And I know that word can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and some people have a very emotional or standoffish reaction to that word. But it really, magic is really dependent on the intentions and the heart of the practitioner here. It does appear you're moving with your heart open, and it does appear your intentions are in the right place. So definitely more power to you with the magic here. Spontaneity. And I do feel like this is more when you get into this Ten of Pentacles, finding this freedom of action, freedom of thought, and immediacy. So initially this feels very slow, and it's kind of creeping along here until you reach this Ten of Pentacles, and then things really start happening quick, and it's like your movements become also very quick, like a dragonfly kind of darts here and there and is up and down. And this is kind of your energy as you reach this Ten of Pentacles. And this might be more closer to the end of December and change. So this rite of passage, this transition, is definitely marking a change from night to day. This is this kind of change that you find yourself in. And the orange blossom jellyfish, so transparency. So you are, it's like when this new day dawns, you're able to see what was hidden in the darkness. And so these types of truth definitely become apparent to you. I do feel like with this open-hearted energy, you're receiving these messages from the divine and allowing the divine to move through you, almost as though your body is transparent or translucent, and the divine can enter very easily. And sensitivity. So I don't feel like this is like necessarily this emotional sensitivity, and for some of you that may be the case, but this feels more of a sensitivity to the spirit and the movements of those, and this inner pull of the heart here. Surrender. So to allow these spirits to kind of enter, if I will, there's a necessity to surrender a certain amount of control here. That doesn't mean that you give yourself over completely, but there is something that must be surrendered. And also with these burdens, you must surrender them in order to move into this new and illumination. So you're receiving a lot of information, and you're really lighting up here. Here we have the snow leopard. So mystery. You're definitely uncovering some mysteries here about yourself, reality, the universe, your path. What you're going to be receiving from the spirits is going to be somewhat mind-blowing, with these mysteries that were once, I feel like they were once mysteries, but now you just have a knowing about what those are. They're not mysterious as they once were. Agility. So like this dragonfly, moving quite quickly, taking these sharp turns here and there, finding this agility. Belief. So this information is kind of changing your belief system a little bit. You're finding a greater belief in yourself, in the spirits, and you're believing in the process more. And again, sensitivity. So definitely this is all coming from the fact that you are very sensitive and in tune with the spirits, the astral, and this inner tug of the heart here. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. Drink gold. Thank you. So we have drinking gold. So in these cups, only one of these cups has this gold of the Ten of Pentacles in it. So you definitely want to, what's the Indiana Jones movie? Choose wisely. You don't want to be the guy that chose poorly. So definitely listen to your intuition, and the spirits are definitely going to be helping to guide you towards this this cup that contains this gold of the Ten of Pentacles and this sunrise energy. It's like you're drinking the sunrise, this type of energy. Then we have, what are you feeling now? So this is asking you to really, as we go through the second half of December, ask yourself, what am I feeling now? How does holding on to these burdens and attachments, how does this feel Does it feel a little off? Then it might be off. And when you release these, ask yourself again, how am I feeling now? Do I feel light now that I don't have those? And when it comes to these options, really asking yourself how, and kind of looking into the future, how would this make me feel to live this kind of life or live this kind of life? And definitely when you're in the Ten of Pentacles, to ask yourself, well, how do you feel now? When the sun rises after that cold desert night, how does that feel? Then we have speed. So definitely things at the beginning of the mid-month are moving at kind of a snail's pace, or at least this is how you perceive it. Now, there's only 2 weeks, so it can only move so slow. But it's once you drop these burdens, things start to pick up their speed quite a bit. So dropping these burdens, dropping these attachments, what is no longer serving you, and leaving that in the past is going to cause things to move forward quite quickly here. And on the card, we have a depiction of the universe, planets, the moon, the sun, stars. So do pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this can help give you a good idea of the timing of things. And you can definitely utilize these planetary energies and these moon cycles to your benefit with rituals and observation, things like this. All right. Please give us 2 cards for what is on Scorpio's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 2 cards, please. The gate. So you definitely, it's like this transition, this end of the old chapter, and it's like there's a gateway opening for you, provided you can release these attachments to step into this new day, to step into this new chapter of your life. 1 more card, please. And the spring. So it's like once you step through this gate, you've dropped your burdens of the past. They're in the past. They're on the other side of the gate. They're not going to follow you through the gate. It's like this spring of abundance and wealth presents itself. So do be ready for that, because I feel like it might catch you a little off guard. Even though you're hearing this message, it still might catch you a little off guard of like, wow, like, and for whatever reason, I'm hearing like stay balanced. So this is coming in. It is going to be exciting, but do stay balanced in that. And I'm not sure why, but why they're telling me that, but it does appear to be important. It's always good to stay balanced. All right. Please give us 3 cards. What would you like to leave Scorpios with for what is on their soul path for mid-December to the end of December? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Scorpios. All right. So we have the Queen of Swords. We have the 6 of Swords again. And we have the 8 of Swords. And at the bottom, we have the 7 of Pentacles here. So this is definitely coming heavy on the swords here. So like I said, receiving these new ideas about things. Whatever is taking place for you, and does seem to be heavily of a spiritual nature, and perhaps, again, magic. It's like your thoughts are kind of bubbling and brimming with these new ideas, these new inspirations for writing, poetry, and it may just hit you, and you have to record it as you're thinking it, as though it's quicker than you can actually write down. And so we have the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like when the time comes, you are very direct in letting these things go. And I feel like once you decide to let these things go, there's really no hesitation after that, because you're ready for the new, and because of that, you're ready to cut out what is no longer serving you. But there is some process necessary to see what is not serving you at this time. Also, being direct with these spirit energies, and definitely setting firm boundaries with those energies or entities. And again, dropping the burdens or attachments of the past, because this is a rite of passage for you, and you must traverse this passage here. And it does appear that you make it to the other side of this river, and what's waiting for you is the Ten of Pentacles here. But again, you have to step off this boat to receive the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of this here is dependent on what you do, what you choose, what moves you to choose to make here. So it is your decision to make. And we have these 2 sixes here. So 6 is the number of perseverance. So you are persevering through this rite of passage. And I feel like you have been persevering. I feel like even though you may have taken some hits, this is not diminishing you, and it's not stopping you. You are continuing forward. And then we have the 8 of Swords. So these burdens of the past, these attachments, are definitely self-imposed restrictions, and it may not be apparent initially, but it will become apparent. What is on here? It will become apparent as December wears on. You may be dealing with this shadow work, these old patterns of negative thought loop, perhaps memories of victimhood or a victim mentality that you may hold from the past. This may even stem back to childhood, which a lot of these things do. But it does appear that you release yourself, but you can't make it to the Ten of Pentacles unless you release these self-imposed restrictions. And what I always say about this card, it's like this person is tied up with toilet paper and could easily spread their arms and break free of this. But it has to be their decision to do that. So you're definitely releasing some self-imposed restrictions. And you definitely are taking this long-term view. It's like this person, this ferryman on this boat, definitely has this long-term view, because he's pushing the boat, but he has his eye on the shore. Essentially, he has his eye on this Ten of Pentacles. So definitely taking this long-term view is also going to help you release these things, because you can kind of see with that perspective that these things don't actually belong in your future, and they may not belong in your present anymore. And so letting them go will be a little bit easier here. And you're definitely, with this relationship with the spirit, you're definitely cultivating this, and over time, you're reaping more and more of the harvest of that cultivation here. Because of that, you're really sitting in the seat of your own power, becoming the authority figure of your own life. And like I said, this is kind of a level up for you. So this is like this, what is the word? Promotion type of energy. Um, and you realize there is a law and order in how these things with the spirits, with your manifestations, the law of attraction, things like this. And you are coming into alignment with this law and order, this cause and effect. Now, I know that's more of a justice card thing, but that is what's kind of coming through here. Here we have the Hierophant. So definitely this is a spiritual level up here. That's what I always see about this. You're receiving the keys to release yourself, but you have to be the one to turn the lock here. You're definitely doing a lot of learning in the spiritual arena, receiving a lot of spiritual guidance and information at this time. And you are definitely recalibrating some of your spiritual beliefs. And it does appear these are beliefs about yourself, I feel like, and your abilities in this kind of spiritual realm. And we have the Chariot. So, like I said, things are moving kind of slow initially, but this Ten of Pentacles really brings some speed to your story here. And it's like you're on this journey, but I feel like your journey really begins when you reach the other side of this shore and this Ten of Pentacles, and where you can really move forward with a lot of ambition and drive. And also, I feel like releasing these burdens, this negative thought loop, is going to give you more belief in yourself, more confidence. And the spirit really has your back. Whatever obstacles that may be in your path are being removed, provided you can release these things from the past. And you are definitely headed towards success with a lot of determination. Like I said, you refuse to be stopped, and this is why you are able to keep going. You're finding this balance, like I said earlier, between your light and your dark. You have your heart open, your crown is illuminated here, and on this card, on his shoulder pads, he has or this person, man or woman, has a laughing face on one side and a sad face on the other. So you're really embracing all of your emotions. You're not pushing aspects of yourself away, but you're actually wearing these as armor here. And your spirit team, both light and dark, are pulling you forward. And it does appear with a lot of momentum. And I saw what was underneath there, so I have to take it. But we have the Knight of Swords. So it's like things go from the slowest pace knight in the deck to the fastest pace knight in the deck. When this, and I feel like it starts to kind of pick up once you kind of see this on the shore. It's like you haven't even gotten across the shore yet, but you can see this kind of glistening in the distance. And things start to move quickly. I feel like initially this fast movement is intellectual, or it's fast-moving thoughts and ideas are bubbling up. But it's like once you reach that shore, and you're drinking this gold of this new day that's dawning, it's like you begin to move forward very fast, and again with a lot of ambition and drive. We'll try not to see what's underneath here. All right. And we have the Star card. So this whole process of this transition, this rite of passage, is renewing your hope in the future. It's also renewing the faith in yourself, in the spirit, and you're really on your purpose. It's like you're moving across this shore or across this river to your purpose here, and you're really moving forward and letting your spirituality be your guide here. And it's like there's a lot of opportunities here initially, but I feel like once you step into this Ten of Pentacles, your new day is dawning. You have so many more opportunities and potentials that are actually meant for you. Not all of these cups are going to be great for you, so definitely choose wisely. And again, we have the bird here, so you are receiving these spiritual messages here. And as you move forward towards the end of December, you are feeling very good. And of course, with the star card, do pay attention again to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this is all going to help give you a good idea about the timing of things. And I definitely suggest utilizing or researching how to utilize these energies, because we've gotten a few cards indicating that that would be beneficial for you. So I think we'll go ahead and leave this reading here. Scorpios, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for the second half of December. This internal work is always work. It's hard work, but it does appear that it really pays off for you as the month continues. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really, really does mean so much. And again, Scorpios, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.